What's going on, dolls? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing absolutely amazing, beautiful, and groovy. And I hope that you're already sipping. Today I have peppermint tea and honey. Go ahead, if you're not sipping, go ahead and fix yourself something to sip on while watching this video, because we are about to have some girl talk. Now, I'm just going to jump right into the topic of discussion for today. You guys know that I can get to talking and my videos can be a little lengthy. I was on YouTube, searching a few different topics, and I came across a video by a gentleman, and his name is Junebug Obama. Yeah, Junebug Obama. And the title of his video was Real Men and Dating Single Mothers. Now, if you guys catch me glancing down, I have already jotted down some notes that I wanted to speak from for today's video. So, if you catch me glancing down, that's what I'm looking at, my notes. So anyway, yeah, Junebug Obama's title of his video was Real Men and Dating Single Mothers. Now, in the beginning of his video, he stated that his video was somewhat of a response to another YouTuber by the name of Montana DeLeon. Now, some of you guys out there may have heard of her or may have seen, her videos. She speaks a lot about relationships. Now, the title of her video that he was responding to was Dating a Wifey Type with Kids. He goes on to say that, he watched her video, he's a supporter of her, and that his response to her video was not a diss, but he wanted to speak on a statement that she made that he, disagreed with as a male. So, with kids, the statement... Oh, wait, let me back up here. She said it takes a real man to date a woman with kids, and that a man who chooses not to date a woman with kids is engaging in little boy thinking. So Junebug Obama, decided that, he would do a response video to that because he didn't agree with that statement. After watching his video, I wanted to watch her video, just to kind of get my own point of view from her video. And I searched and searched and searched, and I couldn't find it. Now, Junebug's video was done back in 2010. So, I don't know when hers was done, but I searched it and I couldn't find it. Because, like I said, I really wanted to hear her side of the story. So, Junebug goes on to say that, men who choose not to date women with kids, that's their preference. And there's nothing wrong with that. He also stated that most men, majority of men, would prefer to date someone who doesn't have kids because they want to start their own family. And that there's nothing wrong with that. And that doesn't mean that he's weak or that he doesn't like kids because he does not want to date someone with kids. Now, me being single, single mother of 3, and I've been single for 5 years. It's probably going on 6 years by now. I've really lost count, to tell you the truth. But that was an issue that I was having as a single mother, because I felt like the guys that I were meeting, the guys that I was dating, weren't really interested in being a stepfather, and I still somewhat have, those type of thoughts that, I just really haven't met the right one who's willing to come into, a ready-made family. Now, I also feel that there probably are a lot of men who feel that way, who their preference is to date someone who doesn't have kids, but they don't really know how to communicate that to a woman, because they may feel like it may hurt her feelings or whatever. And guys, if you're watching and, if you agree with anything I'm saying, if you disagree with anything I'm saying, I hope that you comment to this video. But those are just, my thoughts. I feel like maybe men don't really know how to communicate that they would rather date someone who doesn't have kids, because we all know men and women communicate totally different from one another. That's a fact. So, he in the video, he just goes on to say that it's okay for women to have preference, but what makes it so wrong for a man to have his own preference? And so he also he asked a question and he threw out a hypothetical situation. And, he says, let's pretend that you're just a woman who's single. You have no kids. You're financially set. You're financially stable. And you meet a gentleman with 5 kids. Yeah, he says 5 kids. And he's raising all 5 of his children, and all 5 of his children are from 5 different women. Now, he says that as a woman, you have the right to say, I'm not sure if I want to be in a relationship with a man that has 5 children, who's a single father. I'm not sure if I want to be a part of that. There's nothing wrong with that woman saying, okay, let me, figure out if there's something that I really even want to get involved in. And he's saying that as a woman, there's nothing wrong with that. So, he was just saying, how would you feel as a woman if you were that type of woman? You were single, didn't have any kids, but you meet someone with kids. Would you date someone with kids and get involved and become, the stepmother pretty much? So that's a question that I've actually asked myself too, from time to time. Would I date someone with kids? Because I expect for someone to take me seriously and to date me seriously, even though I have kids. And I expect for someone to accept my children because they are a part of me, and that's just the package. So I've asked myself, Mika, would you be willing to date anybody who already has kids? And what's crazy is I've actually, and to answer my own question, yes, I would. Yes, I would date someone that already has children. You know what I'm saying? We could be the Brady Bunch. But, I have talked with other women, and other women who, they want someone to date them if they had kids, or, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really want to date anyone who has kids already. And, I'm just going to speak from, I feel like maybe some men maybe are hesitant to date someone with children because we all know that we got a lot of crazy baby daddies out there. Some of us are dealing with some crazy baby daddies. Some of us still have somewhat of a relationship, a sexual relationship with our children's father. So when you have someone new coming into that picture, it can be very drama filled. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one reason why men may be a little hesitant to date a woman who already has children. I also feel like men may be hesitant as well because, ladies, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Some of us do not have our kids, some of our kids are maybe a little bit out of control. Or for me, I've even said to myself, I know that my kids will have a hard time dealing with somebody else coming in the picture and being, somewhat of a stepfather, because it's always been just me and them. And I know that that would be a difficult situation. And sometimes kids can act out. You know what I'm saying? So those are just a few reasons why I think men may be a little hesitant to date someone that already has children. And those are just my thoughts. And like I said, if there's any men who are watching this video, please feel free to comment to anything that I'm saying. Because these are just my thoughts and my point of views. So ladies, the question that I want to ask you all, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And I know that I was kind of, maybe all over the place with this topic. But the question that I want to ask you all is, if you are a single mother, would you be willing to date someone who has children as well? And that's just something, maybe some of you all out there may need to think about that, or maybe you don't need to think about it. You already know. But I would really like some feedback from you guys on this topic. I really thought that it was a really, really good topic. And it really got me to thinking a little differently about my situation as a single mother and me being out here in this dating world. So this was just part one of single mothers in the dating world, and I would really like to continue and do some other topics centered around, you know, single mothers in the dating world. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know, don't hesitate to let me know by commenting. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up. I thank you guys for watching. And until the next video, you all, love and beauty.